Hi, guys.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Great.
Thanks for getting together to talk more about the Women's Center that we're trying to raise funds for in Chajul.
Yeah. I would love to for Joan to introduce Evie here, Sister Evie Vasquez, who was a missionary in Guatemala for 47 years, where she dedicated her life to helping families improve the quality of their lives. And she actually lived through the Civil War, the 36 years of Civil War. So she has a pretty amazing perspective and can speak to more of why this center in Chajul will be so important.
That's right. And Evie's been my guide for many, many years, and we have collaborated on trying to improve the lives of the folks in Chajul and the area, and also throughout Guatemala. But for us, we believe that center, the women in Chajul have been organizing ever since goodness knows when, but certainly after the Civil War, they organized to try and figure out how the violence would never come back and how to build better infrastructure for their families so there's jobs, and how to have better health and education. None of that existed before the war. And Evie, why is education important?
Well, that's the primary thing. With an education, hopefully one can get a better job. Though the employment or unemployment in Guatemala is always ups and downs, but at least with an education you have better opportunities and better hopes to someday, for basically your primary, then your middle school, and then you can get to the university too, with the literacy programs that we have had as a congregation in Guatemala in the marginalized areas in the city. So
that's
though
right.
The perspectives are not that high, but at least having an education will probably bring better opportunities.
That's right. And in the indigenous communities, the Mayan communities, education has been very poor historically. Any kind of social service has been poor historically. The women in Chajul, they were so adamant about not having that continue for themselves. So they gathered together and created an organization called Ase Fome. But they've never had the capital to be able to have a permanent center. And this is an opportunity that we have now, thanks to doTERRA, to purchase property and actually build a center where women can know that this is our safe house that we can come to. Yeah, they can own it. And they can work together in collaboration to try and better the lives of their children and their families. And ever since the early 1990s, they've run a school called SANIC, which is an amazing school that builds literacy skills in Ixil, the Mayan language, and Spanish. And these kids are kids that otherwise wouldn't go to school. So they're getting an opportunity to go to school. And they also have never had a permanent home. They've moved from place to place, and they're just about to lose their home that they're in right now. So we want to build a place where people can be proud to call their own, where they can develop their own sense of culture and continue to help improve the lives of the people in Chajul.
And this project, this first phase, is to purchase the land.
That's correct.
And we've got, and doTERRA's match, or the Healing Hands Foundation through doTERRA is matching dollar for dollar. And so far, we've raised over half.
Over half.
Over half.
We're over half, but it's for me. Some people say, so why can't the women do this on their own? And this is where collaboration really comes into being. Is the women have the power and the energy and the smarts to be able to create something that's going to work in their own community, but financially, that is absolutely impossible. These women may be lucky make $1 a day.
Survival.
They live below the poverty line, and they just don't have the extra funds to be able to buy property. They're feeding their families, and they struggle at doing that. So that's why all of us who are joined, it's so important that we can join together and help them make that dream come true.
Yeah. It's very exciting. And so the land would be the first part that would get purchased with this fundraiser that we're doing right now. We really need about 4 1,000 donations, or how else could 50 $100 donations would be great.
Right.
$150
We're so close.
Yeah, we're really close. And then the second phase will be to actually build the school, and that will be another project that we do.
That's right. And I guess I want to say that Evie's been living in Guatemala for 47 years. We, from Mundo Exchange, have made the decision to work in 1 or 2 communities. So Guatemala, we're in Chajul, and we feel like it's the building of the relationships, the understanding of the culture, and helping to understand what their needs are through their own voices is really important. So we support the monetary side of it, and they really build the rest of it themselves. But we know this community really well. We feel really very, very trusting of the community, and we're so excited to help make this dream come true for them.
It's really exciting, and it's like these people are like basically like family to both of you now after all these years.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And they love to have new people come down. So if anybody, whether you donate or not, if you're interested in being a really wonderful group of folks from Guatemala, I'm happy to take you down and introduce you. They're pretty remarkable people.
And Evie, would you like to speak about? I think you did before, but we didn't catch it on this video, about why this center will be so important.
Well, like Joan said, it's their own, so they can really dispose of how they want to accomplish things without the interference of government officials or whatever, because it's their own, and they can dispose of it in whatever way they see better, as hours, days, for all that they want to accomplish. That's the best part of it.
Yeah. And the other thing is that the indigenous Mayan have really been mistreated in Guatemala.
Yes.
And their self-esteem is not, it's fragile. When they get involved in programs where they work together, where they make decisions, where they actually are able to make these decisions come into reality, their self-esteem increases tremendously. And that feeds out to their children too. So their children they see their mother in a good place, they start to feel good about themselves as well. And as we all know, the better you feel about yourself, the more you're going to be able to do in the world to help.
Many years, missionaries in Guatemala or Latin America, third world countries, their thinking is people should be their own protagonists. Not have others act for you, but you become what Paulo Freire method in Brazil, education. You must become your own protagonist, protagonista,
See.
in whatever you aspire.
Yeah.
In life.
I love that.
That's what if anybody who's helping support us through donations or just moral support, that's what's going to make a difference for these women. Your support is going directly to help these folks be more self-empowered.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for letting me make this video, and I'm really excited to see in the next couple of days the rest of the dollars pour in.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we are too.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
The women, the women. I don't know if you can hear their voices down in Chajul, but they're saying, "Go, go, 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 siga adelante."
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
they say "tantiush" too. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel.
Okay, Rachel.
Yeah,
take care.
You two have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.